For the demonstration of the Syntapa Unified Office solution, we felt it may be worthwhile to begin our journey within one of the most widely used applications, Microsoft Outlook. What you'll notice is that the look and feel is the exact same as the standard Microsoft Outlook that your users are used to using throughout the day, with the addition of one element, which is the IMS tab. I'm not going to dive too much into the functionality of that tab right now, as we will cover that off a little bit later on in the demonstration. However, it is important to highlight that IMS is a term that we use for our implementation of the unified solution. At this point, I've received an email from a client who's requested some additional information about a quote that we had sent off to her. I'm simply going to go ahead and reply to the client at this point. Before I actually respond to the client, I want to copy in another member of the team who's been involved in the preparation of the proposal. At this point, I want to reach out and actually touch base with this person just to validate that yes, indeed, we did include the information. Now that I've included Mark into the email, I want to quickly check in with him to make sure that yes, indeed, the pricing for the server was included in this particular quotation. So at this point, you're going to actually see the integration between Microsoft Lync as well as a Microsoft Outlook. Instantly, I can see that Mark is available in order to be able to take my call. He's available for an email, instant message, what have you. So for this particular scenario, I'm just going to call and check in with Mark to ensure that we've included the appropriate information in the pricing proposal. Hey Mark, it's Randy. Just got an email from Elizabeth wondering whether we included the server quote in with the pricing that we provided her.
Yes, we did.
Super, that's all I needed. Thanks, Mark. Okay, bye. So as you can see, here's a bit of the power and the integration that we've incorporated in, leveraging both the Microsoft Lync as well as the Microsoft Outlook technology. Now that I've had the opportunity to verify the information with Mark, I'm going to go ahead and respond back to Elizabeth. As soon as I hit the send button, you're going to see some of the integrations that we've built between Microsoft SharePoint as well as the other Microsoft technologies. At this point, you will see a pop-up screen happen, which is the Add to IMS dialog box. At this point, we can profile this particular email or this particular communication to make sure that it's assigned to the proper client. In this case, it is a communication, and I would like to have this attached to the Acme account. This is pulling the information from our contact management system and pulling it forward. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the Acme account and save it. Now that we've responded and we know that it's attached to the proper client file, let's take a look at the Syntapa Unified Office portal solution. Welcome to the Syntapa Unified Office portal environment. What you're seeing right now is a representation of what many users would see as soon as they started up their computer and logged in the morning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through some of the functionality of the different components that we offer, as well as demonstrate some of the capability. However, before we get started, it's probably worthwhile to mention once again that everything that you're seeing is based upon SharePoint, leveraging SharePoint along with the other key Microsoft technologies, and unifying them together into one central portal that gives the users access to the various tools, technologies, data, and even communication elements that they need in order to be productive throughout the day. Right along the top, first thing you'll notice are the different tabs. These tabs are for the different team sites and projects that I may be involved in. These team tabs are actually customized for how we internally work ourselves, but again can be customized for each one of our clients' individual needs. I'll touch on those a bit later on. The next thing you'll notice is the calendar. This is a roll-up of all the other calendars of the different team sites that I belong to. So instantly, as soon as I log in the morning, I can instantly see the various things that I have on the go and the things that I need to do. My tasks. Once again, this is a roll-up of all the different tasks from all the other teams or projects that I'm involved in. On the right-hand side, you'll see the announcements. Many people may say, what's the big deal about announcements? Well, the reality is the fact that many of our clients have said that this significantly reduces, if not eliminates, the need for company-wide emails. For example, you've hired somebody new on, you've actually landed a new deal, a big deal, you've got some exciting news that you want to share with the team. Rather than doing a company-wide email that people may or may not read, post it here on the announcements, and because it's the first thing that people see when they log in the morning, they're guaranteed in order to be able to get the message. My company links. Not only are these links to various parts of the organization or external sites, this is actually single sign-on access to any third-party applications that I may need to access and use throughout the day. My personal links. These are the links that I actually personally find valuable and that I want to have instant access to in order to be able to do my job. The next thing you'll notice are my recent documents. So once again, as soon as I log in the morning, I can instantly have access to the documents that I was previously working upon. My checked out documents. These are the documents that, again, are checked out at the current time to me as an individual. And again, we'll talk a bit more about basically the version control and the version history a little bit later on. If we refer back to the example where Elizabeth from Acme Incorporated had sent me some information, first thing I'm going to want to do is I want to actually see what's went on with that particular account. Acme Incorporated has not yet purchased, so from our purposes, we actually still consider them a prospect. So I'm going to go into the business development team site. From there, you'll instantly see down the left-hand side are the various libraries and lists associated with the business development team, as well as, once again, a roll-up of all the different business development tasks, calendar items, links, and recent documents. I'm going to access the library for the prospects in order to be able to get access to all the different materials that are associated with our various prospects. I can sort any of these in order to be able to quickly find the document that I'm looking for. However, you'll notice here under IMS Contact, there is Acme Incorporated. I'm actually going to click on this, and this is bringing up one of the key powers and capabilities that we've built into our portal solution, which is the contact summary screen. From this one screen, you can see everything that has taken place with that particular client. So if you're in any type of services industry where customer service matters, this gives you instant access to everything that's went on with that particular account. Under the contact area, we're actually pulling from our contact management system and pulling forward all the key data that I'd like to know about that particular client. You'll see a roll-up of tasks that may be associated with that particular client, anything that's ongoing, outstanding, or completed tasks. The same for events. Here are the different documents that we have associated with that particular client. So in this particular case, you can see the checklists, the proposals, as well as the various reports. You can also see a roll-up of all the different communications and emails associated with that particular client. What you can see is from the document area, we support a number of different documents. Visio, Word, Excel, PDF, PowerPoint, what have you. We've made it so you have complete flexibility in order to be able to work with the documents that you're used to working with throughout the day. First thing I'm going to do is I notice that there's actually the draft of the proposal has not yet been attached to this particular client. So I'm going to go back, and as you can see, there's actually a draft of the assessment proposal that we had prepared for Acme Incorporated. I'm going to launch this. As soon as I go into this, you'll notice that Word looks the exact same as what users are already using, with one exception, and that's the addition of the IMS tab. The reason why we've done this is so that we can significantly reduce the learning curve associated with using our technology. However, with this one particular tab, I can quickly add this document to IMS and profile it and add it to the Acme account. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm not going to do it this way. However, I'm going to go back out to the particular document and simply right-click, and once again, I have access in order to be able to add that particular document to our IMS system. What you're going to see is actually the profiling screen or the file upload screen that we've incorporated and we've built using SharePoint. I can instantly profile this document to determine where it's supposed to go in order to be able to have access to it and know where to find it later on down the road. So once again, this client is not actually purchased. They're still considered a prospect. So I'm going to profile this document into the prospects library. This actually is a proposal. And once again, we're incorporating and pulling forward our representation or our connection into our contact management system. All I need to do is type in a few letters and connect this directly to Acme Incorporated file. Go ahead and hit save, and now this particular document is within the file associated with Acme Incorporated. So if we go back into this and do a refresh, we'll instantly see that document now available to us, as well as anybody else that wants to have access to this particular contact summary or client file. The other power that we built into this is also the capability to not have to go into the native application, but basically from the IMS screen, click on any of the different documents and it actually loads that particular application. I can come in here and I can make basically any changes to this particular document. I'm going to change the date on this document and simply resave. Now if I come back out to that particular document, what I can do is I can look under the properties. Under the properties, I can see all the different revisions. I can see basically the version of the document, when it was created, when it was last modified, our own individual unique document ID system that we've built into the portal solution, as well as I can quickly see the version history. So if you have to work under any type of regulation within your industry, here's a great tool in order to be able to keep track of all the different variations of documents, tools, what have you. The next element that I'd like to show you is the search capability that we've built into this portal solution. From the IMS search, I can quickly access everything. I can go ahead and do a quick search on Acme, and it will pull forward all the different elements that are associated with that particular search term. For example, on the left-hand side, I can sort based upon result types, the type of document, the type of site that it's being pulled from, or even the author. I can actually even drill down even further by suggesting that I only want to have access to documents, tasks, emails, or even contact data. We've also incorporated the archive. Because of the fact that you already have many documents that you use throughout the day, we can put those into a centralized repository and once again still allow you to have the full search capability within that as well. The last element that I want to show you is what we've done in order to be able to incorporate the social elements that are inherently built upon SharePoint. First off, you'll notice the I like tab, the tags and notes that you can incorporate into any of the different areas of this portal, as well as the various documents. We've also incorporated things such as our own general tab, where we can store things such as company pictures, internal communications, public communications, what have you. We have also incorporated a number of different workflows into this as well, which can easily be done in order to be able to meet your individual requirements. There you have it. Now you've had the opportunity to see some of the high-level capabilities and functionality that our unified office solution has to offer. Just as a reminder, everything that you've seen today is an integration combination of several of the different feature components that we have to offer. We actually have a number of different modules to choose from. If you'd like to learn a bit more about what we have to offer, feel free to check out our website a little bit more. Also, feel free to reach out and contact us directly if you have any questions or if we can be of assistance in any way. Thanks for watching.